For 3,000 years, healers used a golden spice to support blood sugar balance. Modern medicine largely ignored it. Then a randomized controlled trial found it may help reduce fasting blood sugar by up to 25% in the study participants. Today, that spice is in your meals. Today's topic, the golden spice. 3,000 years of wisdom meets modern science. Trust me, you want to watch this all the way through. 3,000 years ago, long before blood glucose monitors existed, healers in India, China, and the Middle East were using a golden yellow spice to address what they called sweet urine disease. They didn't understand insulin resistance, but they observed that this spice seemed to help reduce symptoms. For centuries, Western medicine dismissed this as folklore. Then modern clinical trials began producing intriguing results. Let me start with the research, because understanding why you're eating what you're eating is what makes this approach different from every other meal plan. Turmeric contains curcumin, a compound studied in over 120 clinical trials for its potential to reduce inflammation, support insulin sensitivity, and help protect pancreatic beta cells. A 2019 RCT in phytotherapy research found that 1,500 milligrams of curcumin daily was associated with a 25% reduction in fasting blood sugar in the study participants. Results may vary individually. Let that sink in. This isn't my personal opinion. This is from peer-reviewed, published clinical research, and it has direct implications for what you eat today. Curcumin has a bioavailability challenge. Your body may absorb less than 5% of it. But here's the practical tip. Black pepper contains piperine, which research suggests can increase curcumin absorption dramatically. Some studies estimate by up to 2,000%. Always pair turmeric with black pepper. Stay with me here, because this is where it gets really interesting. The egg muffins you're eating today with sun-dried tomatoes contain lycopene, an antioxidant that a 2020 study in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry suggested may help protect pancreatic beta cells from oxidative damage. Now, I want to connect this research directly to your plate. Every ingredient in your meals was chosen with this science in mind. Nothing is random. Every bite is intentional. Ginger, used in today's lunch, is turmeric's botanical cousin and has its own metabolic research behind it. A 2018 meta-analysis found ginger supplementation was associated with reduced HbA1c and fasting blood sugar in the studies reviewed, though effect sizes varied. The research I'm referencing, Hode et al., 2019, Phytotherapy Research, Curcumin Supplementation in Type 2 Diabetes, a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled trial. Link in the description. I always encourage you to look at the data yourself. Let me bust a common myth right now. Myth: turmeric in food is enough to get therapeutic benefits. Here's an important nuance. The amount of turmeric in a typical curry provides only a small fraction of the curcumin dose used in clinical trials. Most studies showing blood sugar benefits used 500 to 1,500 milligrams of standardized curcumin extract. That would be equivalent to eating many teaspoons of turmeric powder daily. So cooking with turmeric is beneficial and provides some curcumin plus other bioactive compounds. But for the specific effects seen in research, you may need a standardized supplement with enhanced absorption. Think of culinary turmeric as daily support and supplemental curcumin as a targeted approach, and discuss both with your doctor. Turmeric lattes, golden milk, have become popular, but buyer beware. Most commercial versions are loaded with sugar and contain minimal actual curcumin. The therapeutic doses used in research are significantly higher than what a sprinkle of turmeric powder provides. If you want to explore curcumin supplements, look for products with enhanced absorption formulations like C3 complex or Meriva. Always discuss with your doctor first, especially if you're on blood thinners or diabetes medications, as curcumin may interact with some drugs. Spotlight: mushrooms. The egg muffins today contain one of the most underrated foods for metabolic support: mushrooms. All edible mushrooms contain beta-glucans, complex polysaccharides that research links to immune support and improved insulin sensitivity. Here's something remarkable. If you put mushrooms in sunlight for 30 minutes before cooking, they generate vitamin D2, making them one of the only plant-based vitamin D sources. Mushrooms also provide ergothioneine, a unique amino acid antioxidant that your body cannot produce on its own. All right, let's eat. Breakfast on day 9. Egg muffins 2 with spinach, mushrooms, and sun-dried tomatoes. Egg muffins are possibly the most practical, diabetes-friendly breakfast. You make them once, you eat them for days. And each one delivers 6 to 7 grams of protein in a portable package. The spinach provides magnesium, the mushrooms provide beta-glucans and ergothioneine. The sun-dried tomatoes concentrate lycopene to levels much higher than fresh tomatoes. Combined with the turmeric we're discussing today, these egg muffins aren't just convenient, they're designed as anti-inflammatory support you can eat on the go. Cooking tip: egg muffins are meal prep gold. Whisk 6 eggs, add chopped spinach, mushrooms, sun-dried tomatoes, pour into a 6-cup muffin tin with olive oil spray, bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 18 to 20 minutes. They keep 4 days in the fridge. Total active prep, 7 minutes. When you sit down to eat this, practice the protein-first approach. Eating protein before carbs may help trigger GLP-1 release and create a buffer that slows carbohydrate absorption. Research suggests this could reduce your post-breakfast spike by a meaningful amount. By now, your body may be adapting. Many people report less hunger between meals, more stable energy, and diminishing cravings around this point. That's not willpower. It may be biology. Your insulin efficiency, gut bacteria, and hunger hormones could be finding a new equilibrium. Trust the process. Before we get to lunch, let me tell you about today's exercise. It's specifically chosen to complement the science we just discussed. Today's exercise: walking intervals. Best time: after lunch, 20 minutes. Today's exercise is simple but research-backed: walking intervals. After lunch, alternate between 2 minutes of brisk walking and 1 minute of casual walking. Repeat 6 to 7 times for about 20 minutes total. This is low-impact interval training that most people can do regardless of fitness level. The science behind this? Interval walking has been shown in some studies to be more effective for blood sugar management than continuous moderate walking. A 2017 study in Diabetologia found that alternating intensity during walks was associated with about 15% better glycemic control than steady-pace walking. Remember, exercise for people managing blood sugar isn't just about burning calories. It's about creating glucose disposal pathways. When you move, your muscles can absorb glucose from your blood through processes that may not fully require insulin. Always check with your doctor before starting a new exercise routine, especially if you're on insulin or medications that can cause low blood sugar. Now let's talk lunch. Day 9. Asian chicken lettuce wraps with water chestnuts and ginger sauce. Asian chicken lettuce wraps are a smart lower-carb lunch because the lettuce cup replaces what would normally be a higher glycemic wrap. The water chestnuts add satisfying crunch plus resistant starch. The ginger sauce contains gingerols, compounds associated with blood sugar-supporting properties. Total carbs stay moderate while protein is substantial. Practical tip: eat slowly. Research suggests that fast eaters may have significantly higher diabetes risk than slow eaters. Chewing thoroughly may help release satiety hormones and give your brain time to register fullness. Aim for 20 minutes minimum per meal. Today's snack: edamame, half cup, shelled. This isn't mindless snacking, it's strategic metabolic support. Timed for mid-afternoon, 3 to 4 hours after lunch, to help prevent the blood sugar dip that may trigger poor dinner choices. By preempting that potential crash with protein and fat, you may reduce cravings before they start. Now dinner. Day 9. Grilled lamb chops with roasted eggplant and tabbouleh. Grilled lamb chops are rich in conjugated linoleic acid and L-carnitine, a compound that may help your mitochondria use fat for fuel. Roasted eggplant provides nasinin, an antioxidant in its purple skin. Tabbouleh from bulgur wheat provides fiber and plant protein. This dinner bridges Mediterranean and Middle Eastern culinary traditions, both associated with favorable diabetes-related health outcomes in population studies. Research suggests insulin sensitivity tends to decrease between morning and evening. The same meal that barely raises blood sugar at 8 a.m. may have a notably larger impact at 8 p.m. That's why dinner is moderate in carbs, rich in protein and non-starchy vegetables. Try to eat at least 3 hours before bed, and the post-dinner walk is highly recommended. Research suggests even 10 minutes may help reduce your post-dinner spike. Plates in the sink, shoes on, walk around the block. Today's nutritional breakdown: 1,500 calories total, protein, 100 grams, carbs, 102 grams, fat, 73 grams. These macros are designed with type 2 diabetes management in mind. You should not feel hungry or deprived. If you do, add more vegetables and protein. Always consult your healthcare provider about the right caloric intake for your individual needs. If you're monitoring your blood sugar, and I encourage you to discuss a monitoring plan with your doctor, here are today's key testing moments: fasting before breakfast, 2 hours after breakfast, and 2 hours after dinner. These 3 data points tell you how your body responded to today's meals. Write them down. Over 30 days, the patterns become incredibly informative. If you're on insulin or medications that can cause hypoglycemia, be especially attentive when changing your diet or exercise routine. Always have a fast-acting glucose source available. Your safety comes first. Here's the practical truth about turmeric. Sprinkling it on your eggs is better than nothing, but for research-level doses, consider a curcumin supplement after discussing with your doctor. Take it with your fattiest meal for best absorption. Another option, make golden milk as an evening drink. Some viewers report better sleep and improved morning glucose readings after adding this ritual, though individual experiences vary. I'm asked, can turmeric interact with my diabetes medications? It may. Curcumin could potentially enhance the blood sugar lowering effect of metformin, sulfonylureas, or insulin. This is generally a positive possibility, but it means you should monitor your blood sugar more closely when starting curcumin and be alert for signs of low blood sugar. Start with a low dose and increase gradually. Always inform your doctor about any supplements. The goal is food and supplements working alongside conventional treatment, never replacing it without medical guidance. What to be mindful of today: turmeric supplements without piperine, black pepper extract. Absorption may be very low without it. Pre-made Asian sauces, teriyaki, hoisin, and sweet chili sauce are often loaded with sugar. Fried spring rolls or egg rolls. The deep-fried wrapper can spike blood sugar. Excessive soy sauce. High sodium may worsen some diabetic complications. Try low-sodium versions. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. Follow this plan most of the time, and you may see meaningful results. Every healthy choice is a deposit in your metabolic bank account, and those deposits can compound over time. Here's a golden milk recipe to try. Warm almond milk, 1 teaspoon turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, a pinch of cinnamon, and a tiny drizzle of honey. Try it for several evenings and see if you notice any changes. Share your experience in the comments. I'm always interested in real-world observations. The golden spice has earned its research attention. Curcumin from turmeric has shown promising blood sugar results in clinical trials. Black pepper dramatically increases curcumin absorption, so always pair them. Ginger independently shows metabolic benefits in studies. Sun-dried tomatoes concentrate protective lycopene, and walking intervals may outperform steady walking for blood sugar management. The golden milk recipe I shared is worth trying as an evening ritual, and tracking any changes you notice over a week. That wraps day 9. We went deep into turmeric, curcumin, and anti-inflammatory metabolic effects, the research, why it matters for blood sugar, and how every meal today is designed around this science. Remember, everything I shared today is educational. Your body is unique. What works for one person may not work identically for another. Always partner with your healthcare provider when making changes to your diet, exercise, or supplement routine, especially if you're on medication. Day 10 is going to shift how you think about carbohydrates, because I'm going to explain something called resistant starch, a type of carbohydrate that research suggests may pass through your stomach without significantly raising blood sugar. In fact, it may actually help improve blood sugar responses. And the avocado toast we're having for breakfast uses this exact science. This could change your relationship with carbs. If this helped you, if you learned something new, hit like. It's free, takes 1 second, and helps the algorithm show this to other people who may benefit. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single day. Drop your biggest takeaway in the comments. I read every single one. Remember, every meal is a choice. Every choice sends a signal to your body. You are not powerless against this condition. You are informed by research, equipped with a plan, and supported by a community. I'll see you tomorrow on day 10. Until then, eat well, move well, live well.